Okay. Hey, okay. So, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my Patreon. Welcome to a new little segment we got going on here. So I wanted something where I could just talk about series and stuff like that, and not really be PC. We're not here for that. We're here to rant. We're here to love on some series, do whatever. Probably going to be drinking throughout this thing too. So if that doesn't interest you, you can click off right now, right here. But today we're going to be talking about Bite Me. And so the title of this little podcast situation is called Bite Me or Bite Me. So I have a little guest, a love, a friend, a bestie here with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. It is Alyssa Danielle. We are here to get to the tea. Period. I am ready.
Period. So, just a little synopsis. If you didn't get it by the title, we're talking about Bite Me, the series.
Yes.
But Bite Me is a story about Ek, a college student who has a genuine love for cooking, and a chef who finds that his love for cooking extends past the pan. So we got a couple of topics today that we're going to talk about. Some may be triggering, some may not be, who knows. But Alyssa, what are your thoughts on the series as a whole?
I mean, I personally love this series. It didn't, in my opinion, didn't focus too much on just one situation. You got to see how Ake maneuvered his way through finding his passion for cooking. Yeah. And then, being a chef who all he knows is just chef, finally, letting somebody in a sense, into, his life, his, everything. And it was really nice seeing how it all unfolded. So I personally liked watching this series. It was, a different take, in my opinion.
Yeah, and, it's so funny because I think out of a lot of the series that we watch, Bite Me, it kind of has a more realistic feel to it. Because if you think about it, we watch these series and they fall in love over the course of 12 to 16 episodes. Yes. And of course they have time jumps and stuff like that. But Bite Me didn't really have any huge time jumps. It literally was just day by day, and it happens. People fall in love really quickly sometimes. Yeah,
but
realistically, people do not fall in love as fast as we have been accustomed to from these series. No. So, I just think that Bite Me had that kind of realistic feel to it, and I really liked it. I mean, there wasn't a huge amount of angst and just crazy stuff going on. But it still managed to just capture me,
Yeah, it was real normal, because it literally, like you said, most series, it's a time jump of a year or 2 years, but this was literally just from Ake starting at the restaurant and then up into the chef contest. So it was probably a few months.
Yeah, I think it was 3 months or so.
Yeah, in the series. Yeah. So the pacing to me was very realistic, especially coming from Ake's point of view, somebody who never has really been in a relationship before.
Right.
So, and everything is just so new to him. I liked it. It was very realistic. Very realistic.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm going to be completely honest. We're going to try to be as diplomatic about some of the topics we're talking about. But this is coming from a very biased position. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you.
We tell no lies.
we tell no lies. Truthful bitches here. But okay, so topics. We're gonna start off with this topic. Why is this show different from others? Kind of what are the pros and the cons that I guess we see in the show? And I'll let you go first, Alyssa, since you are the wonderful guest.
Let me see. Pros for me was it wasn't rushed. It wasn't because to me, Ake is a little naive. So I feel
a little.
For them, a lot. He's a lot naive. Look at you, he's a lot naive.
That did not.
doesn't see no signs, no nothing. Like, he just tunnel vision. Like, that is Ake.
He had motherfucking blinders on.
He's like this. This is Ake.
And no
nothing around him. So I liked how it wasn't very rushed. Now that can be a con as well, because sometimes pacing, you kind of do want things to but it makes sense because of who Ake is. It made sense that they weren't jumping into a relationship, they weren't busting down by the 5th episode. It just made sense how everything went. So I did like the realistic pacing of it all. So that's a pro. And then I just like the storyline. That's a big pro to me. It's not the typical what we always see, the engineering student, the high school student. They were all very grown.
Grown as hell, period.
Yes.
What was was 32?
Yeah, I think was early 30s, and Ake was maybe early 20s, mid 20s, something like that, maybe 21, 22, something like that. So I liked so that was a pro for me. I also like seeing them actually in a different field, cooking, that. I love watching the cooking scenes because it reminds me, if any of y'all ever seen the anime Food Wars, that anime, watching them cook that's my thing. And it was really nice seeing it unfold in the series. So that was a pro for me. Maybe con, I think the only con was just the back and forth. For me, it was very much so just tit for tat all the time. I can admit that I wish Ake was more vocal about a lot of stuff, because he was just always oh, my mom, that's all he would say was my mom, but he wouldn't elaborate on anything, why he was afraid to do anything. So that was probably the main con for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same for me, because the storyline I thought was amazing. A lot of people, and I've noticed this on Twitter, and honestly, I get it. I get it. Not a lot of people have.
Choose your words carefully.
You know what? Fuck it. Not all y'all have a big attention span. I'm just gonna say it, and that's what it is.
Keep it funky, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100% real. And I'm one of them. I don't have a huge attention span.
Same.
I'm like a fucking squirrel. My mind will switch to something in 2 seconds.
On a whole other topic.
Of a fucking conversation. Yes. And I will switch to something in a few seconds. But I think that's just a product of us just being used to things going like this, going
real.
Yeah, real fast, and it's conditioned us to think that things are supposed to happen by episode 3 or 4, when in reality that shit does not happen. Now, as far as pros for the show, for me it was the plot line. I really loved the plot line. It was the fucking music. If y'all have watched my reactions, y'all know the reason why my reactions were long as fuck is because whenever that motherfucking song came on, I was not cutting that shit out. You, I hope you knew. Bitch, I was
wanna be your boo boo.
Eight. But the music was amazing to me. Just, I think for a first time, Zung really kind of embodied the character of because I saw a lot of people talking about how they wish was a man child and they didn't like it. But to me, it's I just feel like he's just someone that hasn't really learned how to show his feelings like that. And so when Ek came around, this was the chance, someone he genuinely liked. He didn't know what the fuck to do. Some of us go through our whole lives, not having a crush or not finding someone that we genuinely like to make us want to come out of our shell and try to pursue that person.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is kind of cute, because I didn't get annoyed with him once. Of course I did get annoyed with him when
that one
the whole,
scene.
that one scene. But for obvious reasons. But every other reason, I was just like, he just trying to be a flirt.
He's never flirted. Like, his whole life was cooking.
That's it. Like, he just been flirting with his food 24/7. That's it. And then he saw this main course come in the motherfucking door, and he was like, wait.
Hold up.
Nuna.
Not Nuna.
Nuna was tapping. She said, hold up.
She's like a fishing line. Reel him in.
But you want to know what's funny, Alyssa?
What?
I thought that it was going to be an issue with Nuna, like with like a love triangle at first.
Oh,
because
I could see that.
I was like, wait a minute.
I could see that, yeah.
You know? But all this time, Nuna probably peeped. She probably knew. She was like, hold up. This is definitely your type.
Hello. We just know I'm gonna give you a little push. I'm gonna help you.
Let me pry the doors open.
Nuna is the queen of the series.
Yeah.
We love Nuna.
She is officially the queen of bangs.
Yes.
Period. But those are pretty much the pros for me. I would say the cons are just like Alyssa, the kind of back and forth. I think that at some point should have been a little bit more open with his flirting. Granted, I understand look, when you're dealing with somebody that's as naive as Ek, I understood him going back. Like, he would say some shit like, what was it? Like, I want you, like, I feel good when you're around. And he would look at him and dead ass with the deadest pan face.
And Ek's like, I love cooking with you too.
Right. And then it was like, yeah, just like everybody.
Poor Ek, he had no idea.
None. But what's weird, that's also a con. I think that some of the facial expressions that Mark portrayed with Ek kind of gave us the idea that he knew kind of what was going on.
Yes.
When he didn't.
Like, he had no idea.
Right. He just he would sit there and his face would change. Like, oh shit. Like, he realized, is he flirting with me?
And that was the confusing part. Because to Ek, it was like, oh, Pinong, like, sibling type, like, situation. But to it was like, I'm trying to be your man's. Like,
I'm trying to get them motherfucking pants, bitch.
Like, and you ain't giving me nothing. Like, Ek was literally a proceed with caution light. Like, he was a yellow light. There was no stop, go, like.
Yeah. Like,
you didn't know how to proceed with him.
And if there was a definition for a mama's boy, Ek
would be in the thumb like this.
Right, thumbs up with his mama in the background.
Yep.
Like, oh my god, that man, that's one of the cons too. Yeah. Is I wish we knew why Ek grew up the way he did. Like, what happened with his dad? What happened to cause him to be so attached to his mom that way?
I think they said it somewhere, like his dad may have passed away when he was younger. Like, I think they may have like said that like in a couple episodes. Oh, bring it out. They may have said that like I think in the last episode when him and his mom were having that moment. So I think because all he had was just his mom and his grandma, that's why he like clinged to his mom and he did everything with his mom in mind. Like, he never really lived for himself. It was always for his mom's approval, even though she never really disapproved of anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because, like, I was just so... I mean, I knew that he was really close to his mom and his grandma. Yeah. But I was like, but I don't know if that was grounds for, like, his close to obsession with his mother.
It's like he never wanted to leave her by herself. He never... Yeah. Everything was for his mom, which is so cute. It's sweet, but it's like at some point you have to like live for yourself, do your passions, which I was glad his mom like said that to him, like, I'm proud of you, you're good.
Yeah, that's one thing I loved. They did not make the mom out to be a villain. Yes. It was very much kind of a one-sided picture with Ek and how he kind of projected what he thought his mom would think if he were to pursue cooking or to pursue this man that he knew in the back of his mind that he liked. But now that I think about it, I think he was like suppressing. Now that I think about it, I don't think he's naive.
He's so naive.
I don't think he was that naive to the point he didn't. I still don't believe he didn't catch I
just think he wasn't ready to admit those feelings.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was like he made up scenarios in his head of how his mom would react, even though he never she never said anything. She never did anything.
Bitch, she sat there when he was like, I'm working for she sat there and she was just like, and I'm like, come on, mama. Then she gonna get up and walk away, and she was like,
that part threw me because I was like, wait, so is she a problem?
She was just like,
with her drink, mom literally sipped tea and was like, okay.
I'm like, okay, girl, do your thing. But yeah, so those are the pros and cons for me.
Yeah.
I just think that a lot of we're gonna go into the BITEME slander that we've been seeing on Twitter. So I've noticed that a good portion of you, a good handful of you, think that BITEME is just all around a bad series because of the long kind of intermissions. We're gonna call them intermissions between dialogue. I get it. I get it. I do.
The dramatic effects.
Right. But we are going to make a comparison between BITEME and Until We Meet Again.
Yes.
Because, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm on mute in my ears.
I ain't listening to none of this slander. I said what I said because Until We Meet Again had just as, if not twice as many long things,
pauses, a lot of unnecessary moments.
Unnecessary. And someone brought up I said it in one of my BITEME reactions, and someone brought up the fact that there was something at least going on in the background, and I'm like, okay, well that just means that different people focus on different things. Yeah. Some of y'all are visual, so you need something visually to catch your attention. Some people are audio, you know, and some people don't really need that much. They kind of just read in between the lines. Yeah. What I will say that Until We Meet Again did not have is social cues. And so that's why perfect example is them sitting at that motherfucking table in Until We Meet Again with the brother and the sister. They're literally just sitting there.
Just looking around. Just staring into the void. That was it.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But in BITEME, it's you can see the facial, the changes in their expressions. Yeah. You can see the awkwardness, oh shit, did he just say?
Which I will say, Mark Seawad is really good at doing that, especially in the one scene when after had come to his apartment and left and Vic came in, when he did that pause, it was you could tell that he's trying to his mind is working, trying to figure out how should I word this, how should I you could tell that he was going, at least for me, I could tell that he was going through something, whereas with other shows when this happens they're just and that's it.
Yeah. And I think David, I think I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I think it's Bagander, or it might be Bajander, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know how to say it. But David did a really good job at, when he knew that there was going to be a scene that was going to have a long pause, he cued the music maybe seconds before that pause came in. Perfect, right? Perfect. For effect. And that's the thing. There were multiple songs that went very well with what the situation was, and he would cue it, maybe it would kind of fade in, and you wouldn't notice it until the pause happened. Yeah. But then you're wait, when did this come in? Because I don't remember it playing.
Was perfect. It like set the tone like perfectly.
Right, and especially, and like the thing is, it's a cooking series.
Yeah.
So obviously they're going to have montages of them cooking.
He's a chef.
Like he's a chef. Again, some people are visual. Some people need something going on, which that's the disconnect.
Yeah.
Like when that person in my comments was just like, "Hey, there was nothing going on." I'm like, there was a lot going on. Do you not like food? Are you not hungry all the time? Because I am, bitch. I'm a hungry ass bitch all the time. I can eat every day, 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
So, but hey.
To each his own.
To each his own. But
we just saying.
Overall, because we're kind of like winding down on time, I think we got like a couple minutes left. But overall, I do like Bite Me. Of course, there are some things that I wish could be better.
Yeah.
But I think that it is an amazing series. What I will agree with y'all on, and I think Alyssa can agree too, the last episode.
It was filler. We're just gonna say it flat out. The last episode, I will give y'all that. It was filler. But for me, still, it had like the little cute moments. So like it wasn't like it was like I was saying like, oh my god, like can we go? Like they had like cute moments. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
But it was. I'll give y'all that. Y'all win that one.
Y'all can have that one.
Y'all win that one.
One episode out of what? 10. Y'all can have that one.
You got that one. It was filler.
But yeah, guys. Like overall, I like the show. What's kind of your like closing thoughts about?
My closing thoughts for me, because I know I get that we're used to a lot of these series like giving us a ton of makeout scenes, a ton of like buzz down scenes, all that stuff. But for me, this series was the first time where like I was forced to connect with them emotionally and like get to know their emotions without like them rushing into the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I got to learn both their personalities separate and together. You got a good little bit of backstory on both ends, like why was the way is, why Ake's the way Ake is. So for me, it was a nice breath of fresh air. Like it showed that, at least for me, that you don't always need a bust down or something like that for the series to like make sense and be nice. So that's just me, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I like the series a lot.
So in closing, I hope you guys enjoy this little like rant / love session that we had with Bite Me. If you like more of this, let me know, because obviously I'm gonna have like other people on here to talk about different series, and yeah, like let me know what you guys think. Yes, give it a heart. If you are on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. Also, you can see the full version on my Patreon. It is going to be on the $5 tier. So $5 a month, and you'll get like a good maybe 3 or 4 of these like little podcast situations per month. So yeah, like,
make sure y'all leave comments too. What are your pros and cons? Like, even though we may agree to disagree, we may just tell us. We would love to hear it.
Yes, and like I say in pretty much all my videos, this is a safe zone for people to have conversations. If you come with the disrespect, I will comment back, and I can see your comments when you post them and delete them too.
Hello,
so,
we
like,
still read them.
I can
YouTube still be snitching.
YouTube be snitching on y'all.
We're adults.
Y'all notice after y'all leave that comment, y'all can't comment on my stuff no more because I block your ass. But
we're adults, guys. Be respectful. We can all agree to disagree. It's fine. We can all have difference of opinions. It's okay.
Yes, we're adults. So, but I'm petty, so I will pin your best comment to the top. But anyway, all right, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for coming by to see my way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, spread the word. Let everybody know that the Patreon is popping. We are about to hit 50 patrons, so come join my friends. Come join. Well, I call them friends, like FWENDZ.
My friends.
Right. We retired the Sea Bears like situation because we all agreed that it was childish. I mean, friends
We
is still
love
kind of
childish shit though. That's
but-
twins. It's like
So, you know, come be my friend and subscribe to my Patreon. Anyways, alright guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Also, oh, I'm sorry, go make sure you follow Alyssa, subscribe to her.
oh shit, I forgot about myself.
Right, I was like, damn, got you on here and not even promoting you. What the fuck? But make sure you subscribe to her YouTube as well as her social media. All the links will be down below. So hit those and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye. Yay.
Yay.